and if you're not, at least you have a nice face. Today, we are going to be tackling a project for my for my AP art class. In AP art, you basically have what's called a sustained investigation, and you have a theme that goes along with each artwork that you make. You have what is called a sustained investigation, and your artworks are inspired off of this, and so therefore all of your artworks go together. I have created numerous pieces for this. Oh my gosh, why am I struggling so hard to create words? I have created numerous artworks already that pertain to my sustained investigation, which is compulsivity and compulsive tendencies. Today I have an idea for a piece, and I thought I would take you along with me for creating this piece. In my handy dandy little sketchbook, I made a little mini list of more compulsive tendencies. A common compulsive tendency is checking on things, checking to make sure the door is locked, checking to make sure the light is off, checking to make sure that the oven's off, checking to make sure the stove is off, even though you know that it's off or it's locked. I have drawn out a little sketch here where I'm going to have a nice little doorknob here. It's going to be kind of off center on this nice piece of paper right here, and it's going to be a door. I have a certain style that I've been going along with all of these artworks. They're very bright, poppy, geometric kind of vibes, and that's to represent the urges and the compulsive feelings of all of these tendencies. And so with this one, the doorknob is going to have almost like lightning looking colors coming out of it. I can't explain anything. It's gonna look like this, hold on. Color is going to be erupting from the doorknob like this. The rest of the piece and the door are going to be more neutral colors. So it'll be like the color and compulsive tendency is like spreading over the door because you're checking it. So that's kind of my idea that we're going for here. And hopefully by the time this video comes out, I will have most of my pieces done, or all of my pieces done. I've been anxious to start this project for a while, and so we're gonna start it now. Where are all my pencils? La 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 la. I only have an hour left of my audiobook. Do you think I could finish this in an hour? Audiobook completed. Artwork completed. So I've got some of this fixative for your charcoal and graphite stuff, so then it doesn't like smudge and whatnot, because charcoal is super smudgy. But the weather is looking very like it's gonna rain, so I'm a little concerned, but it's okay. So we're just gonna spray this and hope for the best. Yay. This is the completed piece. I am very happy with it. Did it exactly turn out the way that I wanted it to? No, but I still think it looks good and gets my idea and concept across. And it's fun and funky. I have left a border around this on purpose because at my school, we like mat the edges around the artwork, so it has like a nice border and whatnot. My artwork, the one with the hat, has a matte border around it, so that's what this will have as well. But yeah, that's all for this today.
Hello, voice editing me here. It's been a while, but I'm here to interrupt this program to tell you about my AP art portfolio. At this time, it is 10:42 p.m. and I was going to go sit in front of the camera and record with my artwork in hand so then I can explain to you what exactly is going on. But my recording phone is dead. Also, it's 10:42 and I should be sleeping, but I'm fully dressed and somehow have an absurd amount of motivation, so here we are. And of course, let's start with the piece that I made in this video. Here we feature a door and a door handle, and as I stated previously, it is representing of mostly OCD and the compulsive urges to check to make sure you lock the door or the stove is off, etc., etc. And the colorful lightningness is corrupting the lock and the door handle to represent that compulsive, continuous urge to check. This is definitely not the strongest piece in my portfolio, but I still enjoy the concept and the creation of it. Next up is the first piece I created in my portfolio, which I called Obsessive Distortion. This piece represents the urges of compulsive lying. So the concept here is that the figure is throwing black oil all over the colorful, beautiful swirliness. The swirls and color represent the good things like relationships and etc., while the black oil is corrupting it and ruining it. Within the black oil, you can find the chemical oxytocin, which is the love-hate chemical, and adrenaline, because you get a lot of adrenaline when you lie. Along with that, there are small, simple lies scattered without, such as, I promise, I love you, I didn't know, I'm fine. Next up is a piece that tends to be a fan favorite, which is called Laying For. This piece represents compulsive sexual behaviors and urges, so the figures here don't have any hands or a head as a representation of losing control. And since women's bodies are largely more sexualized than men's, there are feminine figures and suggestive poses to represent these urges. Along with that, there's a lot of color and shapes in this piece, and it definitely draws your attention to it. Your eyes are everywhere in this piece, and that is to show the urges and the compulsivity of just feeling that obsessive urge and need. This next piece is called Involuntarily Obsessed, which is a representation of compulsive tics, which are involuntary movements such as head jerks, hand movements, sounds like clicking of your tongue, etc. It is most commonly connected with Tourette syndrome. The colors and shapes in this piece were largely inspired by comic books, the idea of the bam, pow, and the jarring, sudden movements. Along with that, the underpainting of this piece consisted of hands clawing at the canvas, handprints. A lot of help was written across it, and you can't see it that much anymore, but that is also a representation of how it feels on the inside to not want to do these things. You want to stop, but you can't. This piece is called Burst Inside. It is a representation of compulsive eating and that constant urge and want to continue indulging in food. This concept changed a lot during brainstorming, but I ended up with a balloon bursting. It's that feeling of you start becoming so full, so overwhelmed, and that's the whole feeling of it finally bursting and feeling horrible or whatever side effect of compulsive eating that someone might experience. This piece is called Underneath and is a representation of compulsive skin picking. It is hard to see in a photo, but it is the texture of like a scab across the ends of where the red is, and then those splotches of paint are actually paint peeling off. The final 4 pieces of my portfolio are a series called Missing. These paintings are a representation of compulsive self-harm. Once again, these figures do not have a head, hands, or feet as a representation of losing control. They also have a missing piece in their chest because self-harm is heavily correlated with depression, and a lot of the time people who experience depression, such as myself, have this empty feeling that there's something missing. And the missing pieces on their arms, legs, and torso are a representation of common places where people might hurt themselves. And the idea behind this is that the pieces that are missing from the other parts of their body, they're trying to use to fill in that empty space in their chest. These 4 pieces actually sold at the art show that I hosted a couple of weeks back. Prints of them, however, are still available. The whole point of this portfolio is to bring awareness about the idea of compulsivity and OCD. A lot of the time there's a lot of stigma around these kinds of things, and a lot of people don't understand it because they don't experience it. Therefore, they tend to say very uneducated things towards people who experience these. And although some of these might be harmful, please understand that these are not controlled. The best you can do is learn how to help people who struggle with these things and want to change. It is not easy, and people need to understand that. I'm a big mental health advocate, so a lot of my art tends to be about mental health and getting rid of stigma and bringing awareness around certain things. Because me, in my personal life, I've experienced a lot of discrimination for things that I can't control. To put it into perspective, you wouldn't tell someone with asthma to just breathe air. So don't tell someone with OCD to just stop their compulsive behavior. Just be kind to someone. You don't know what they're going through. And if you're interested in any of the pieces that I featured today, they are all available on my website. Link in the description.
I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I also hope that you have a fantabulous rest of your day. Bye!